to approve the consent agenda items.
I'll make it. Second.
Roll call, please.
Karecki?
Yes.
Hartford?
Yes.
Houlihan?
Yes.
Colby?
Yes.
Traina?
Yes.
Bellato?
Yes.
Messina?
Yes. Administrative reports. So, Dr. Pectus.
Yeah, I'd like to share with the board this evening, as certainly our wonderful school community knows, last Friday, 2 of our schools went to a lockdown. Actually, we had a soft lockdown that we incurred over at Wall School, and then a more hard lockdown over at Reed School. And that was predicated on the events of a perpetrator that was seen in the area relative to Wall School. We had talked to a number of people, and there's some people in our audience today that I had a chance to talk to. As a whole, our schools responded very admirably under the guidance of Mrs. Jasinski and Mrs. Martin. There were a number of different issues that we were dealing with. And number one, we had 2 different police departments. We had the Lockport Police Department that certainly took charge of Wall School, and then in Mrs. Jasinski's schools, we had the Sheriff's Department. So we had 2 different entities with 2 different plans of how to carry out a lockdown. So as I tried to talk to a number of our parents in regard to some of the issues, and the major one was communication, because as some of our parents became alarmed as to why their boys and girls weren't coming home on the buses, as I did talk with them, I was told that there were certain protocols that I was tight-lipped about as ordered by the police departments. And so as the events continued to carry on throughout the afternoon, it became very, very difficult to even think about putting our boys and girls on buses once we crossed that 4:30 threshold and became dark outside. So what we decided to do is, as the parents started to come to the different buildings, we released them, and we had set up different stations where our parents did check in with their driver's license, we removed the children, and they were released. As a result of that, I've collected information from both of the schools and some of our other administrators. Tomorrow I'm meeting with Chief Ken Zora from the Lockport Police Department, and as well as a representative from the Sheriff's Department, and basically just reiterating that if there should be an incident like that again, they really need to kind of coordinate the efforts of both departments, because there was a great deal of confusion on our part. There was one police department that allowed us to send the boys and girls home to different geographic parts of our community, and there was another police department that essentially told us nobody in, nobody out. So you can imagine, as I arrived on the scene and I had 200 parents standing outside, and we couldn't let any parents in to take their children. So Mrs. Jasinski just did a tremendous job, and a little bruised and battered, but we were able to get through it. The boys and girls, we were able to capture them or keep them in the gym. We had a nice movie that we were showing them, and they were indifferent as to what really was going on. But the last time, by the time we had gotten the last child out, it was essentially about 6:30 that evening. So I want to thank the parents for being patient. We will be, once I receive the information from the police department, I will be filing a detailed report with the board in January. But again, our administrators did a great job, our teachers did a tremendous job, and our